but they don't get any kills. DNZ's and he's kind of lost.
He does have a TP to work with, so he could, or he just wastes his mana.
He could have TP'd away.
He could have.
I guess he favors this, wasting the time of the Lina more. Well, he's gonna die.
I don't think he knows what he wants.
No,
He's kind of.
I think he's panicking. He's definitely panicking. Yes.
It happened.
I mean, you're right. After that light strike, a TP out would have saved him. Maybe he was worried that there was someone else hunting him, but I think they saw Witch Talk to the lane bottom. I don't know.
No, he
weird.
definitely did see him because while he was running away, he planted that ward. And he saw what Witch Doctor was doing. Could have TP'd away, but maybe he opted to run away around the...
I guess, yeah, he opted to waste time at the beginning.
Yeah, it's not horrible. Still, though, could have gotten away.
Could have lived.
Could have lived. Probably better.
I mean, the thought was there. If he comes around a little close to the tree line, but maybe he gets the kill.
Thought was there, but usually he's not in the small camp or the medium red farm. But...
Oh no, DNZ. Oh, getting used to these new trees. Oh, he actually got him. Very nice there. MNT with a blind light strike. Knew he was hiding around the tree line. And he still was, so they get the kill on DNZ. Another light strike, just trying to do his best to investigate safe. There's going to be the combo with the toss. Still alive though, kiting them up, gets himself over the other side of the nether toxin. And he lives.
At the same time, Spartan was fall. But overall, pretty good play by the Viper there to survive.
I'm light strike. Knew he was hiding around the tree line. And he still was, so they get the kill on DNZ. Another light strike, just trying to do his best to investigate safe. There's going to be the combo with the toss. Still alive though, kiting them up, gets himself over the other side of the nether toxin. And he lives.
At the same time, Spartan was fall. But this tier 1 is bound to fall, I guess, very soon.
Tower gonna fall over soon.
Sand King does have that sandstorm to work with. Do they have any detection now? That's the question.
Surely someone's brought some.
Oh, he actually moved out of the sandstorm. He messed up a little bit.
He's got a barrage trade, right?
He managed to use it, yeah.
Dire's top tower is under
I mean, they're hunting. He tries to TP.
Those quelling blades, everyone ate the sheep. Maybe next time runs away at least, so. Yeah, and the deny. Which means they got like, what, 50 gold?
Yeah, it takes a decent gold away from them.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Finally, Viper is able to finish off this middle lane. See, we're still 3k lead for Anthem. Strong start for him. So I was a little worried from what they're able to pull out, but so far it's good from the Anthem side.
I guess that's going to be an Atos or what, like a Viper with that.
It's got the crown.
The crown, yeah, it's an Atos build. Pretty standard, nothing.
Still solid.
Yeah.
For sure.
Badden's top is all nasty and brokey.
Overall, Viper is good here versus the Sven too. The ultimate is really strong. Atos as well is good. You're going to be able to kite him quite well.
I dig that.
And the fact that you've got the Veil already on the Sand King, that's nice. You've got the amount of magical damage that Alpha can do. And even when there's UKBs, they've still got things to go through, having that solo, that good old core CK to rely on. Who's having a pretty good start, second highest on net worth.
Yeah, you can see like the difference in these strategic movements in our first series and this second one. Like how much Liquid gave thought to how they approach these outposts, you know, and all. This game, we just see the same old defend tier 1s, tier 2s, nothing really happening around the outpost. Teams not really valuing them as much.
We'll see if 20-minute mark we get sort of the people contesting the outpost, or if it's just going to be them trying to take sort of one safe, one each. Spartan.
Wow.
Okay, he goes for it. I like it. Force him out of lane.
Force him. Well, that's all the damage at this point, I think.
Yeah, won't be quite dead.
Yeah, he has the raindrops. Oh,
Well, that was actually
man, that was
very
so
close. I mean, Spot, okay, you know, he went for it because he very nearly had that. That was nearly enough damage. Yeah, Hester Joe's going to take the wall back to base because of that. Oh, I don't. Oh no, he's got Sal's out. He's going to stay in lane. That was.
That's one scary witch doctor, right?
Yeah, but he took that Doom from 100 to 0. Well, 100 to 0.1%. You know, it wasn't quite 0, but it was very close.
Bad dudes, middle tower.
I mean,
everyone,
if he
go,
used
go.
Scorched Earth there, I guess it would have been a bit different, but
Yeah.
yeah, Excalibur actually going for the same build. Mask of Madness, 2 bracers. They're just very tanky and able to fight super early on.
See what I can do. So let's try and catch out Finem on the top lane.
It's a good smoke to wrap behind them. Do they... 2 of them, do they have the damage to take down someone else?
Dog, he's already out.
Yeah, that's-
Spartan. Coming again. He's gonna die for this. But hey, it's a support. Spartan, he's being annoying. He's definitely being annoying.
Maybe if he moves a
Singularity.
bit further back so Doom can't find him instantly, you know, maybe. In the end, it doesn't really matter. Like,
Nah, he was gonna die anyway there.
It's fine.
And what we're gonna see, Blink Dagger's done for Skylark. This is a very farm sanking.
Yeah.
Blink Dagger Veil at 13 minutes.
Alright, if you're in Sandstorm and you start channeling the output, are you still invis? If the output isn't theirs,
If you TP when you're in Sandstorm, if you break invis,
nah, you're fine.
you don't. So
You can channel the ulti as well, right? So
yeah, I think you're right. I think you probably can stay invis. I'd imagine so. Mask of Madness, yeah, it's out on him. Let's see what sort of plays he can make. It's hard though, now. Finem, with this great start from the lanes, all 3 cores of Finem. Oh, pretty big. Dazzle. Now they're going to be able to get the double Doom out though. So double Doom, is there the damage though? They're slowly bringing them down. They'll get 1, they will get the 2 of them, so the double Doom will do it. Get 2 kills in return for the 2 that they've lost, but still Spartan's good to go. He gets the Death Ward down onto Excalibur. They'll hunt him down in the trees. Excalibur's trying to run, get himself away. We'll be able to toss back the Viper. For Avalanche, holds MNT back when MNT is running in.
here, right?
One more spell will do it. Oh, we have it. MNT gets the kill.
I think they had to get that time kill, or it wouldn't have been worth it.
Yeah, I mean, the double Doom was pretty solid from Singularity.
It's surprising just how fast that Chaos Knight died too, but he doesn't truly have a lot right now. He has that Midas picked up, right? What does CK have, JJ? Midas Bracer, yeah, like he's not really super ready to fight just yet, but soon.
It was a fight around the 15 minutes, so look, you see top lane after the market, you can try and contest this 15-minute room. The cast out on Hester Joe to force back the Doom. Still, Ziprak's able to secure the bounty. Hester Joe telling him, I mean, this Maledicts, I think, I was going to say, needs a Grave. It's just about going to kill him. The Grave just come out, doesn't matter though, they've got the stuns to hold him down, and we'll still finish off Hester Joe.
Bounties, I believe that's 2 for 2 in the end.
Top tower is under attack.
We've got strength for this. Excalibur's here too. I think this could be the end of Entakai's life.
So it's Entakai.
Entakai,
alright. And it's such a good Godstrength usage as he goes back into the farm mode instantly. Farms the Ancients, the stack, it's there.
He's got a lot of money, Sven.
Actually an armor for Sven too.
Alright. Oh, and second arm drop.
Look at this.
Look
at that inventory of dead items. Poorman's Shield, Iron Claw, Iron Talon.
All the old stuff.
Excuse me, what did I just say? Iron Claw.
Giving the Nether Sword. I was giving the Nether Sword and the Poor Man's Shield over to DNZ, but that might be taking that to others.
Talon he keeps. No, only he needs a Twila and he's set. Oh, he's actually using the shovel.
Oh, we've had loads of shovels not being used, but he's doing it, MNT.
Efficient.
Bad dude's top
Yeah, I like
tower
this build a lot from Viper.
soon.
The right click with control build. You have the Atos, you have the Dragon, and some more extra range from that bow as well, right? How much does it give? 100 or 150? 100.
100 attack range on the bow, yeah.
Pretty good on Viper, especially when you have the
Well,
lance
it's very
as well.
well because of the magic resistance, right?
Yo, green dude.
Reducing magic resistance 12%.
And you want to be far away from this
Yeah.
man at all times. It's great.
So, I think Viper's probably one of the best heroes for it. At least at this time of the game.
Dyer's
Getting
top
that this
tower.
time just
What did they give to him in the end? What's
which one?
the second neutral item that I thought?
Well, the pupil's gift.
Yeah, pupil's gift.
Plus 4,
Secondary
13
stuff.
on the second stuff.
Good.
That one then feels really bad to hold. I mean,
Radiant's
plus
middle
13 on
tower is
plus
under
sure,
attack.
even if it's not your
For
primary,
agility
it's a lot
heroes,
of
it's
stats.
amazing, right? Like
Yeah.
stats and strength and intelligence that is on Viper, it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I guess you could argue for agi heroes, strength and an agi hero is more important across the board than agi and input strength. It's not it's still nice, but
Excalibur, my friend, you're far behind enemy lines. Doesn't like when you're building your tank like this, you don't really have that mobility that you usually have
No,
to
there's
get
no sort
in
of
and out, you know.
initiation.
So if you're deep, you just fall like this.
Like, there's some
happening with CK,
funky
yeah.
CK illusions, yeah.
That's the armlet,
Dude,
I
that's
guess.
like flashing like crazy. Was able to get it. Outpost. It's getting close to the 20-minute mark, so that all-important timing where outpost can happen. Just control of the bounty
Dyer's bottom
will
tower
be
is under
set to
attack.
spawn. Have been moving on to try and take another tier 1 down here on the bottom lane. And keeping that
Dyer's bottom
comfortable
tower
lead.
is under attack. Why is this so fast?
6k lead here, just 19 minutes in for Finem.
Another smoke coming from. They've been much more active across the map than Singularity, right? They've been making these movements. We haven't really seen Singularity do a lot unless it's a mistake from Admiral that allows them to make a move. Well, then, like here and there, Skylark, like
Yeah, we've seen a few eppies that haven't really eppied anyone, but
Dyer's
got a great way.
is under attack.
just likes to show it off a little bit, you know. It's board, press
That
R,
bottom tower you bad dudes had was crap anyway,
it's
don't
all
swear.
good. Has the travels to work with now.
and to be able to farm he has, it's he's still in terms of setup. Just getting team fights going. 20 minutes coming up on the clock. They're going to do their best to make sure they do not lose the shrines, and at least Finem are going to try and take this one. They're actually going to be able to get in and do so. So with that in mind, both outposts control of Finem, so it seems that he might get that XP boost to this 20-minute mark, pushing them further behind.
If you look at the heroes from Singularity as well, they're stuck at the moment waiting for new items, because like the supports of Finem just do so much damage on their own, like just by levels. You aren't really you have to wait for big items. You don't have like these huge power spikes. Just Laguna is a Laguna, no matter what. Same goes for Maledict and Sand. Just so much magic damage. They need BKBs on Singularity ASAP. Pop, run away sadly.
Maybe because they have the blink one that has to go. Good for the burst of health. Pretty expensive mana wise. Things like, is it 2? Was it this? Yeah. And how much mana does Doom have to play with? I guess with
Not
this
a lot,
stuff,
like he's not really best when it comes to mana pool. Maybe next time he's having an amazing game too, like that lean out. Lance Jules is already where he needs to be. For Lina. Have a fight with. Everything seems to be coming together for Finem, but they need to eventually use this lead. Sven gets big, it's going to be much harder to play. As that BKB, I think this is pretty much what Singularity was waiting for. Just
Yeah,
the
this is
BKB
the
on
time
Sven.
for them to fight. As well done, so...
Oh, Viper.
Oh, he gets himself deep behind the tier 1. The Yules is there. Stun as well, they are. Very nice in. Skylight comes in with the epi. They've got the BKB and the shallow growth. It's just in an attempt to get Ziprax out of there. Now they'll turn Soul by combo down. He's BKBing and TP out. They're just trying to escape Singularity. They get the jump that they hoped for with the way that Enterkai was able to get himself back behind that tier 1 tower.
Skylar is hunting though.
He's found a bit of protection. All away, dragged back and rips a piece by Doug.
Just losing 2 supports in situations such as this one, it's not too bad. But 2 BKBs definitely is a problem.
BKB's down. A little bit of time on the Ghost Tractor as well. Back in mid. MNT. They'll get something. Oh, they'll get something after all. Singularity. MNT not expecting them to be able to collapse that quickly back in on.
At Finem, they lost that fight because first initiation by Singularity was bad because that Finem had Viper up front. Like anything else that's up front just dies. That's when. Because Viper has so much mobility and is also very tanky to take down. It was just unfortunate the way Singularity started that mode, but I believe they're still pretty strong.
Yeah, it's just as well for them, right? Because they're trying to make these plays whilst the tier 1 mid's still up. They haven't really been able to push. They've only taken the tier 1 tower bottom, whereas you look at their half the map, they've lost all the outer towers apart from that tier 2 mid. So many objectives have been taken by Finem.
Exactly, and that's why they have to smoke up to make any. Now they're smoked up again.
Full heart on Thug. 20 minutes in. Spot. They're able to link him up. Yeah, and he spells. Spark's trying to stay alive against Skylight. Straight into the back lines. Brave does keep DZ alive for now. Laguna's out though. As MNT, he just snipes down Hester Joe. They will chase him. They've lost 2 on Finem. MNT's got the ace rune. Very, very speedy. Very, very fast. And in fact, he's keeping himself outside the... Oh, he tries to turn for a stun. But you're right. He hit the ring. Didn't pop the ring.
There's a buyback instead.
See what they can chase off the back of this. Control. Ziprax.
That's a massive
Prime
kill.
1. They're trying their best with the Great. Oh, and he's out. He's out. The Great TP worked off. They didn't have any other way to cancel that TP. Another TP. Another safe escape. Singularity. A fantastic retreat.
But they have stuns. They just have to use them.
They didn't have them there. No on cooldown.
Are they going to try for Roche or something now?
I mean, you feel like they with that buyback on the CK, they want to find something to get the kills that they're hoping for with that
Wait,
buyback.
let's see buyback as well.
Oh, sorry, was it just Skylight?
Yeah,
Skylight.
I mean, it's still a big buyback. He's pretty rich. They don't have that strength room to work with.
Yeah.
Perhaps that's one of the reasons why this rush is for them.
Skylight's in. Finds himself a target on the high ground.
Kill him.
Roche, Aegis for Enterkai, and also getting holding on to the lead. Did go down a little bit with that good play that Singularity was able to make. Rex's farm is, stepping up there. He's queuing up the Ags, so we'll get to see some Superman Sven.
Orb of Corruption, right?
Minus 6 armor, right?
And it has a passive impending corruption. Very, very scary.
Radiant structures are
Of course, the stacks with the other corruptions, right? You still have regular corruption on Death and then a lesser corruption on Blight. So the dream build, if you get the Orb, Blightstone, and a Desolator.
Desolator 2.
Get them all on a Templar Assassin. They're literally like minus a bazillion armor.
stops mattering a
Bad
bit.
dudes,
That
middle
Yeah,
tower,
it falls
everyone
off,
go,
yeah,
now.
it's still ridiculous.
You can be a bit overkill. Some sort of a
That's not the amount of damage they expected to push out.
nice play as well from Skylight, getting that sentence down. He's running. Yeah, he uses no, take rays off. You can't see PP. There's no escape for Hester Joe. Skylight was hunting in the trees, wants to sink out and try and get that little bit of vision.
Now, where
Will
did I
not
put my
work out.
graveyard?
Oh, he got the OP item, dude.
Oh, the Titan
Did get, it
Silver.
has been nerfed, but still 16% base attack, 16% magic resistance, and I mean, at the end of the day, anything that gives you stats resistance is going to feel nice.
Especially in this game for a Sven.
Yeah, so
when
many stuns.
he's bound to be stunned and kited all the time. It's an amazing guy to put him out below.
Or it-
Oh no.
Oh no!
What?
The car doesn't work.
Batteries for Shiver's cars. She was going to pick up fog.
Green dudes, top
Oh,
team.
they're stuck at the airport. Mechanic will be there in a bit.
Oh, that's such a bad man.
I'm not a car guy. Do batteries go out much on cars, or is it pretty
Pause,
unlikely?
please. I'm
Oh.
terrified beyond the capacity for rational thought.
So was it with the bat? Like, how do you fix the bat? Can you not do the jump start thing?
Yeah,
Can't you just ask for a car and do it, or is it not easy to do?
it's easy.
Is it?
Radiant
It is easy.
It's easy.
Can't you use your tongue? Just hold on, like lick.
Yeah,
Just hold
you
on
can,
the battery.
you
and, yeah, don't do that. Do not do that.
Get the new battery, look. It's
Yeah,
actually not the
can't-
most expensive part, so
Well, but how much is the car battery?
maybe $100, I guess. Right? Not much more. Depends on it. Should work.
Well, we got it going in there. Push now. Oh, is it? Oh, whoa.
It's an negative.
Hey,
It is.
got it back. Got it back. Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about that antagonist.
Yeah, that's what
Counterpoint
it does.
to it being bad is like you don't have to have a blink.
I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just.
You don't need a blink and it gives you stats.
No.
It's good. It's
Yeah.
alright. And it looks fancy. I love it.
Oh, it looks great.
It's Superman. He also has that game.
They're starting to just wreck from here.
Oh yeah, baby. I love that.
Dog. Yeah. Oh, more. We need like this blood. They just won the game. Aghanim Sven. Ultra kill.
Ultra kill for Jack. There
Yeah,
you go.
Aghanim Sven, but I was wrong without it at all. Best item in the game. Aghanim Sven. Cleaning up.
The repair kit.
I mean, they
drops
don't
here.
have any buybacks.
You're gonna need lots of repair.
What happened? It happened was, without because they were winning, and then they lost.
I guess when came online,
Yeah.
that's about it.
Is it? Sven was it up there?
They had it ages. They had.
I mean, it's not over yet, but after that swing, it feels kind of over.
It's gonna be 4 bounties if they what they
Yeah.
properly do.
We're gonna have more.
Okay, that really is
We're bound
GG.
to-
Good guys, middle
Oh,
Rex.
oh,
Heated.
oh. No, it's done.
Almighty money.
JB, AC on Tiny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
this
mad.
They just got a whole lot harder for Finem. They were holding on to the lead quite comfortably, took control of the map, but they just fell apart.
What about this
Aghanim
position?
Sven.
The position for Dazzle, right? Like, what about that? Like, it's not something you see often. Look at the trees.
Three.
Tree. He's, yeah, pretty well off. Level 21 as well. Yeah, 30% experience gain does that. Oh yeah, they changed that. Just need to look at the recipe. That's quality of life change.
Yeah. No, I mean, I just see the Aghanim Sven. It's just it makes you this hero like so like it's the Aghanim's PA works, right, where you just have to go from target to target. You just because it's a low cooldown in itself, so you can just constantly jump.
It
And you've got
helps
the
you
talent.
him as well. Like you can just go from one camp to another.
Yeah.
Gives you stats. Pretty good. Love it. Like they really have to blow up this gun somehow. But they definitely do have damage, right? You have Laguna, you have Sand King. Yeah. Oh. He's gone. They're all porting in, but I don't think it's one of these fights.
Oh, the thing goes back.
Oh,
This is a bad fight here for Finem.
Oh no. Big bad Doom.
Clean it up. I mean, this is over. 2 fights where Finem has just been team wiped pretty much.
I mean, when that Doom happens on kill, you fall back. You don't fight there any longer. I guess they were just caught up trying to defend him, and they just lost.
I mean, as I said, the showing from Finem at the start. They're hopeful. They were winning the lanes. They were making the early moves. Singularity was taking a while to come online, but like this, yeah, Singularity came online, and suddenly it's Finem. It seems like they've got nothing. They've got no way to take fights of their own accord. They're just about to be down a second set of racks.
Don't feed the courier. Couriers did nothing wrong. It's down.
Yeah.
Roche will spawn soon, so they can wait for focus. It's because they didn't use the shotgun, right, DJ? They were actually very good with it. They were
Spartan
using
was
it.
using it earlier. He's got bigger problems.
Well, that's up. Let's see if you can catch Sven somehow out. But honestly, this is just done. It's over. Nope, Jules on the timing. Where's the...
All those bounces. What the BKB chat. I mean, you saw how I just destroyed that CK. Gets ripped to pieces with the daft with his ult and Daedalus.
You went from one to the other. Yeah, that's the tracks.
Yeah, I was saying you don't need to TP with that. You want to keep fighting, sir.
Man, so much sheep. So many kills coming from Dazzle. Did they get it? They got him! No buyback.
Wait, what? He does not have bugs. Well, they've got to get the rest of them out of it. Singularity's got to back out.
Dazzle? He's the buyback.
Sure, but yeah, your Sven and your Tiny do not have buyback. Actually, there's no CK that don't have bugs. Still a little risky. Maybe this game is...
they don't push. They don't push that fast.
Horrible game for Singularity.
It's difficult to throw, but it is possible. It's always possible to throw. I've learned
Your
that from many of my
something bad is
teams.
happening.
It's always possible to lose, no matter how well the game looks. I've lost plenty qualifiers that way.
Hey!
Is there?
Yeah, surprise setup.
Right, it's only the two of them. Can they? No, it looks like they
I
can.
think they got him, yeah. That little Imbus all bind into the Doom.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It's 2 kills and then the 2 heroes dead without buyback. Singularity getting things back on track.
Yeah, they defend the outpost too. But if that outpost wasn't there, they'd have the true vision there. Huh?
No, it doesn't. Oh yeah, wait.
So
Right.
could-
Yeah, you're right, actually, yeah. That is a good point. Yeah, if you do want to use the old stone, you just backpack the Ags. But do not backpack the Ags when you're in the middle of the air.
You
Because
disappear.
bad things happen.
You
man.
disappear.
Unless the server doesn't crash, you're gone. You disappear. You become like this ethereal form Sven that cannot move. The only way you can save him is if you Underlord rift him out. But if you don't have an Underlord, you're screwed. But they might have fixed that. But you're right, yeah. Before you throw out a stun, you could take
Wait,
the
wait,
out.
wait, wait. They might have fixed that. So that's
That was a bug, dude. We'll demo it again. I'll get JJ to show it on stream.
what happened to me once, a long time ago, when Terrorblade had his illusion spawn like a Manta style, you know, like you press the long time ago, Dota 1, you press the illusions and you spawn like 2 illusions, like Chaos Knight, you know,
Okay.
same mechanic.
That's how it works.
I used that spell and Manta at the same time, and I just disappeared from the map.
Did you get to keep the illusions?
I got to keep the illusions
But you
while
were
they
just
lasted, but my hero wasn't there anymore.
And you couldn't TP or anything?
No,
or?
no, like you had those
Done.
commands unstuck and stuff. None of them were. So I believe you. There's definitely mechanics
Ways to get.
to delete yourself from the game. I guess if you're Nyx, it's more obvious now. You can just infest the target. Oh, there we go. That's a dead Sand King for 120. No buyback there.
That is too good.
Hit man when he's down. Got that rod up there. They'll move around and get this final tier 2 tower Singularity. And of course, just one set of racks waiting on the high ground for them. Finem going to do everything in their power to hold, but
Radiant's bottom.
There's so much control comes from that Sandstorm advantage. The Sandstorm, obviously, with the talents, is a massive boost to their team. Now that they don't have that, it's gonna be difficult to defend. Oh, there we go.
Structures
Just getting low.
commitment, Soulbind, double doom. Tell you what, they've been nailing that combo. We've seen multiple double dooms this game between DNZ and Heston Joe. They've just
bottom barracks are
destroyed at Finem. Another jump in, another follow up for the Superman spec. Enough for Finem, they'll tap out now. GG this one. Singularity do take this game one, despite having a slow start. They really turned it around. And the Aghanim's